Today we have a plethora of tropical themed roller coasters, 5 to be exact. Kicking things off, we have a uniquely themed volcano launch coaster, followed up by a very beautiful Eden-style Lake Planco suspended coaster. Then we have a beautiful mountainous jungle Anaconda launch coaster, a tropical resort single rail, and last but not least, a mine drop adventure coaster. So a jam-packed episode. This is one you're not going to want to miss out on, so stay tuned and let's check them out. Hey yo, my Planet Coaster friends. Welcome to another Channel 5 Gaming Spotlight. Hey yo, indeedy. All right, I'm pretty excited about today's episode, you guys. Look at this, the scale of some of these builds, the vastness. These are all blueprint builds, by the way. Creator share codes will be down in the description below if you want to download them and use them for your own future tropical theme parks. I don't know why there's litter when I have it disabled in Sandbox. Anyways, our first creation of the day is going to Eruption, created by tumbleweedhunter, an expert in this community. And here they say, hey yo, this is Eruption, a multi-launch sit-down vector model with 1,500 meters of track, 4 inversions, 7 airtime moments. My first 4K blueprint in Planco 2 featuring fully themed queue. I wanted to create a blueprint that had semi-realistic layout and feel to it. Front bumper is my favorite view, and don't forget to check out the nighttime lighting. Haha, hope you enjoy. And then they have like a little bit of a backstory here. Welcome to the state-of-the-art Volcano Research Center. The seismic readings are currently off the charts. The volcano is exhibiting unprecedented levels of activity, and we believe an imminent eruption is highly probable. We've developed some cutting-edge research drones equipped with high-tech observation systems, allowing for critical data collection in the proximity to the volcano. In the event of an eruption, the drones will automatically initiate an emergency protocol. This will result in rapid high-velocity return to the research center. Your primary objective upon eruption is to immediately activate the early warning system and send out the signal to ensure the safety of the surrounding populations. Boom! Oh, holy moly. Holy good googly moogly. What a queue. You see all the details in that lineup? Oh my goodness gracious. This looks awesome. Green across the board. They already read us their test results, so there's another look at it there. Almost 8 seconds of airtime. Absolutely incredible stats here. You saw the coaster was stuck in the queue there. What's going on here? Why is the coaster stuck? Let's fast forward it and see if anything happens. Something is wrong. We're gonna have to inspect this closer. The coasters are all stuck. I have a feeling it has something to do with the block sections. We're not off to a good start, ladies and gentlemen. It's like the coaster didn't have enough momentum to make it back based off of it starting here at the block section, I'm assuming. I think the fix for this is to put one train on the coaster. All right, one train passed the test. Here we go. Let's go. Love it. Great coaster layout. I would have liked to see a little bit more of an eruption. However, I feel like this nighttime lighting is going to be freaking fantastic. Can I get guests on it for the nighttime experience, I wonder? Let's check it out at night. Do we not have enough staff anymore? What is wrong with this scene? Look forward doesn't work. We're gonna do chase view. We're gonna follow the rocket through the volcano. The nighttime lighting is looking freaking fantastic. Let's go. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about it. First of all, let's take a second to appreciate that nighttime lighting. We have beautiful nighttime lighting, great coaster layout. I don't know what was wrong with the block sections. Obviously, something happened where when you set multiple trains with multiple block sections, the coasters spawn on the block sections and they have to make it back to the coaster entrance with the momentum from said block section. That did not seem to be happening, and we did have a couple coasters stalled out for some reason. So other than that, I would tell the creator to take a look at that. Maybe it only happens when it breaks down. I don't know if something went wrong on my end, but I'm pretty sure it was all set up properly, and when we reduced it down to one coaster, it worked fine. So something to address there and figure out with your block sections. Might just need a little bit of a launch just to get it going back into the station there. But you included the music, incredible nighttime lighting. You had a bit of a backstory, had a bit of an eruption, so some VFX and triggers. A really, really solid boarding station on this, as you can see here. It's not just a box, it's got a lot of undulating angles and stuff. That means there's multiple building groups because each one is working on a different grid, and that makes it pretty advanced, pretty expert, I would say. Plazas all included here. We have a sign, pretty much checks all of the boxes, right? For me, this is a 5 out of 5 creation. I have nothing that I could say could be improved other than the fact that something was wrong. I guess we'll give it a 4.9 other than the fact that you know, the coasters weren't exactly running through properly. Artistically speaking, though, it hits everything that you should, and this is a perfect showcase of what we would expect from Tumbleweedhunter, an expert builder in this community. A great way to kick off the episode. Really good job on this one, Tumbleweedhunter. All right, next creation of the day is going to Lake Planco, created by Frooty, another expert in this community. And here they say, Lake Planco is my first creation in Planet Coaster 2. It took some time to get used to the game and reprogramming my muscle memory. I wanted to make a luscious green utopia with modern elements. My inspiration to create this was to build a polar opposite of my favorite build in Planet Coaster 1, clean water. As I said back in 2020, please be brutal with your feedback. Best wishes, Frooty, formerly Strawberry. I remember you, Strawberry. Why'd you change your name? I like Strawberry better than Frooty, but they're both Frooty. All right. Oh, Strawberry, come back. Change your name back, please. Beautifully done, super whimsical, elegant, and refreshing. We have a similar running theme between our two creators here. They're both returning experts, which I love to freaking see it. So they both said it's their first build in Planco 2, and they're former experts from Planco 1. So this person said they haven't built since 2020, and I'm assuming tumbleweedhunter had a similar situation. And I love that, because I love to see these, what used to be up-and-coming master legend builders, returning back to the game to then resume their progress, their journey, if you will, to that master legend rank. And I gotta say, your induction to Planet Coaster 2, you're representing, both of you are representing the fact that you are still expert builders. You still got it. I think you both create another creation like this, you're going up to master builder. You've proven your expertise. You've shown your return back to form. Now let's dial it up a little bit and see what you got for us and earn that master rank. The community needs a little bit more masters, grandmasters, and legends to lead by example. And I'm really liking the rise of the new talent that we got ever since Planet Coaster 2 was announced. And completely different vibes on these as well. One going with more of an intense launch coaster, and the red fiery theme of the volcano. This one being a tropical Eden, whimsical flying coaster. Very, very cool. I love to see it. And both of them including music, both of them including nighttime lighting, and they're both really well lit. Both of them doing incredible boarding stations, plazas, queues, and this one even has a little shop on the side selling some Slurpees. I like it. No, this is amazing. And you can actually see our ranking system, how accurate it is. I can almost not tell the difference. If you would have told me the same person built both of these, I would be like, I believe it. They're both expert rank builds, and this is also another 5 out of 5 from me. This is incredible. Amazing. You guys are both representing the expert bracket perfectly. These are two very, very solid builds to kick off the episode, and we still have 3 more amazing ones, and we're really pushing that tropical theme this week, as well as tropical parks and much more to come. It's going to be a tropical week. All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, is Anaconda by Bjornophobia, an advanced builder in this community. And here they say, make your way through the jungle, adventure down deep into the caves as you stumble your way to find the mysterious Anaconda. You must tame the beast as you ride upon its back as it serpentines through the jungle. I suggest holding on tight. Welcome to Anaconda, loosely based off something I never finished in Planco 1. The majority of the theming is inspired from when I went to the Peruvian rainforest back in 2021 for a few weeks, although a lot of riding theming is exaggerated. When I saw the DLC has a family launch coaster, I thought it would be fun to mess around with it. And when I saw how it moved on the track, my mind instantly went to Snake. This ride was more focused on nature and foliage than the buildings. Please walk through the whole queue and take a peek into the staff area where there is mechanic workshops and 3 small staff buildings. Also take a look at the area at night, as there is a minor nighttime lighting, but I decided not to put lighting around the track to make it feel like it was really nighttime in the jungle. Also, the ride looks good viewed in heavy rain. The cave section of the queue was made at night because my PC unfortunately doesn't support global illuminations, but there is lighting there. I hope you enjoy Anaconda. Cool. Wow, this is quite the epic adventure of a queue, if I say so myself. Now I can see why they said, please be sure to check out the whole queue, which we are doing through the coaster blueprint spotlights. I generally try to read what the creator has to say while paused. Then I try to walk the queue, and hopefully they line up in post-production. I try to kind of time it out in a way. Sometimes I have to speed it up or slow it down. But this is looking great so far. The queue was half the adventure. We're doing heavy rain, as the creator suggested, kicking things off with front bumper, and let's go. Off we go. Oh, a couple bushes in our face right away. Is that my fault? Did I do that? I have to take a closer look at this. Freaking love it. Let me see here. What bushes smacked us in the face right out of the rip? No, that was not me. I don't think. No. Sometimes I like to add a little bit of trees around the outside, but I generally try to stay... Yeah, I don't think I added any of this. These are my trees. I try to put them on the far outside. I don't know. Maybe it could have been, but I doubt I would have put it there. I try not to touch creators' submissions when placing trees in the background, but it's one tree misplaced. It happens. They did say there is nighttime lighting, so I am curious to give it another go at night here. I feel like I have to keep the flashlight on because it's a little too dark for my likings. Although, maybe. I think we have to see it for what it is. I do like the moonlighting here. A few torches would have gone a long way, especially because you told us to check it out at nighttime. But there's not a single light at all, unfortunately. I almost could not see a darn thing at nighttime, unfortunately. That kind of sucks. However, it's a really cool creation. I love the suggestion to ride it in the stormy weather. I normally just keep it at sunny, and I definitely like that added atmosphere there. Now people are going on the coaster. I think my favorite part was the waterfalls and then going inside that steamy grotto. The way you had the lighting coming in through here and just a little bit of light hitting there, it actually looks really, really darn cool. Now, you did say something about your computer doesn't show global illuminations. I don't know what that looks like on your end when you're trying to do the lighting. I'm certain that it still shows darkness and you should still be able to add lights, right? So I personally would just add a little bit of ambient light, even though it might not have a light source. You know, if you add like a subtle blue inside the grotto, it'll just have like this nice glow, and you can simulate it and make it seem like that moonlight's coming in and lighting up the inside of the grotto, even though you have an area light that's faking it, right? You can create interesting lighting that way. I even think some torches up top would be cool, just here and there, and then also amp those up with a little bit of a global illuminated light or an area light. So I personally would love to see more of a nighttime experience on this, something to work on next time. The coaster itself is really nice, as well as the terrain. You actually went and built terrain out of rocks. Because this is a blueprint, you cannot do terraforming. So it's a really nice addition. The queue was nice. Boarding station could use a little love, although this does work, right? You're in the middle of a jungle. You made a hut out of bamboo. I'm not mad at it. I think this is the bare minimum of what you can do. You boarded it all up. We do not see that coaster station anymore. I give that a thumbs up. I give that a pass. Is there something else we could do to it to make it look a little bit more impressive? Sure, maybe. But what would that be, and how would you like to approach that? You also said there was a staff area that you wanted me to check out. It leads you all the way back here. Oh yeah, this is quite nice. I remember looking at this when I was rating and sorting these creations. You did this whole back area back here. Nice realism on the facility. That's actually quite nice. I really like that. And then you have that running all the way back there. So that is a definitely a nice addition, especially if you're going to place this in your park. You have some staff rooms for the staff to go to. So I definitely like to see that. I think this one for me, it's hitting all the notes too. It has has that beautiful terrain. It has a nice coaster layout. The boarding station gets a pass. You have a sign out front. You have a good plaza. You have a great queue. Kind of missing the nighttime lighting, right? So for me, this is like a 4 out of 5. I don't know why I started to just randomly start rating these creations, but I think part of the fun of a coaster spotlight and these bundles in particular, a lot of people have been questioning the ranking system or wondering how it works. This is a good way of collecting data and collecting samples and showing you guys how it works, right? Here we previously featured 2 expert builders, both building, hitting all the check boxes, doing a 5 out of 5 creation, doing everything that is required of them to an exceptional level, to a very highly artistic and polished level, and including that nighttime lighting. Bjorn over here, an advanced builder, forgetting that nighttime lighting, maybe could have punched up the boarding station, could have maybe done something a little bit more, but still hitting all those elements, almost getting there, right? Could you do a little bit more to increase the wow factor and get it to the level of these? Sure. And that's exactly what would probably put Bjorn over the top. And I think Bjorn is pretty much due for an expert ranking because they've been submitting so many great creations as of recently. I think you're almost there. I think another creation at this quality will definitely seal the deal for me, but we are going into a contest and I'm not sure if Bjornophobia is participating, so we'll see if how they do in the advanced builder rank over there before jumping the gun on any promotions here today. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the next creation of the day is the Big Kahuna, created by Parlotrix, an unranked builder and now builder. I know you've built something before. And they're also a golden patron. Thank you so much for your support, Parlotrix. Here they say. Heyo, Johnny and Chant, if you are there. Chant doesn't really join me on Coaster Spotlights, FYI. She's here for the Blueprint Spotlights. This is the first ever Planco 2 coaster submission. What? Parlotrix, you definitely submitted a park before this, and I know you were featured before you even submitted this. What is happening here? I had played plenty of Planet Coaster 1, but never felt it was good enough to submit anything, nor figure out how to save anything on the workshop. The new features really help, as I suffer from severe arthritis. Yeah, we've talked about this. Other than the pre-built station, which modified to fit the coaster station and added a few extras, I custom built all the coaster supports, the sign, including the lettering, garden, rocks, plants, trees, fences, paths, the thematic elements. I know how much you like single rail coasters, and I am also a fan. Here I have the Big Kahuna ready to take you on a lovely island jaunt. Took me over 4 hours to figure out how to get all the theming supports and pathing included. Since I am unranked, I will hopefully get a rank as well as feedback for your future builds. Okay, what is happening here? Submitted December 7th, 2024, and your park was featured December 7th. So you sent this in the same day you got featured on your park spotlight. So maybe at that time you happened to be unranked. Okay, a coincidence. Okay, I really like the scale of this. Let's see if we have any nighttime lighting on this one. Let's go. Bit of a wait here. It does look pretty illuminated at night. Let's check it out. I actually really quite enjoyed the nighttime lighting experience on this one here. In fact, so much so that I would say this is the kind of lighting that I was recommending and suggesting to our last creator, just having that little bit of blue illuminating some of the underglow and underbelly of the rocks and grotto areas. I will address the fact that I obviously forgot to set something up here. It says add water. It wasn't too clear to me when I first put the blueprint down. I said, okay, it looks good to me. Then when we walked the queue, I noticed that I had made a mistake, but you can't actually add water here unless I go and terraform the whole thing. So what I would recommend, it's actually quite simple of a fix to do, and I can show it here real quick. You go into pools and you create a custom. I'm going to YOLO this. I'm going to go to the draw tool and I'm just going to make what I think is the perceived shape, right? You can even do no rails on the sides. So if you go into the path, you can go into the thing, you can turn rails off. And if I just click all this all the way around, it'll remove the rails. And I can even recolor that however I want. You get the idea. So once I have my pool shape that's about what I think it should be, I can actually slide it into place right where it should go. And maybe here-ish is how it should be. Boom. Look at that. Just like that, you have a beautiful water grotto. I sort of messed it up. It's close, though. It's really close. I think I overlaid it over top of something, but look how nice that is and how easy that is to include in your blueprint. The dolphins are in the pool, and you can just close the pool. If you want, you can even open the pool and have the guests jumping off into it. But yeah, that works very, very well. It looks good. Or you could use the water panels. There is a piece in the game called Water Panel. These guys. So these are see-through water panels. Depending on how you use them, they will also do the job. They are transparent, so that's another option. That way, I think it's just plug and play. It's a lot easier to set up and go in, and I think it just makes it a little bit more appealing to set up for people to subscribe to. And then I guess we ran into a small issue here. Again, it requires a little bit of terraforming. So if you have a whole, like that's just a small bit of terraforming, that would have been a whole lot of terraforming. So if you're going to go ahead and give people a bunch of terraforming, my suggestion is to do a sign out front that gives you that. So if you type in edit, I think it's edit, here it is. It's called editable text sign. So what you can do here is you can just give instructions, write them all out, make a big sign and say like, please terraform the path up above. There's another path lower down. And then that way anyone setting it up will notice right away that they have to go and do some extra steps, right? So just a little FYI for anyone that has advanced setup. Now, I guess this is supposed to be built into a mountain. I don't know how you would improve that otherwise. I think it's fine at the back of the park, but I'm accidentally selecting this blueprint over here. This was made with this few pieces. It's saying less than 2,000. So you still have another 2,000 pieces. You might as well close off this area with more rocks and build that in so it looks appealing. Maybe even do staff facilities inside through here, or make a little hidden grotto with some water slides or something. You could definitely push this a little bit further. In fact, I think the water slides would be a great idea because you have all these fun rock cliffs to wrap a water slide around, and you can really elevate that a lot further. So I still think there's a lot of more fun. Like, I love the look of the rocks. I love the scale of it all. I like the big trees, the Big Kahuna, the actual single rail coaster's fun. The tropical theming looks pretty good. You have a pretty decent boarding station, although this is straight out of the box Planco, so could definitely build something yourself in the future. I think it's a pretty solid effort. I would give it a 3 out of 5. It's above average, and I think you could clean it up and really push it where I suggested. Okay, so there it is. That's the Big Kahuna. Great job on this one, Parlatrix. You are now a builder, by the way, and you were a builder after your park as well. So love to see more creations coming out of this builder and recognizing their name now. All right, and our last creation of the day, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the Mine Drop. Not a Discord member, YouTube subscriber. That Mine Drop is created by not a Discord user, YouTube subscriber. Next time, just enter your name. We do not know who made this, and we will never know because they did not enter a name anywhere. It says multiverse coaster that takes you through the tropical mines of a remote island. Head down the mine and watch for the underwater river. And this was also made on a PS5. So if you're not a Discord member, just come join us on Discord. And if you refuse to join Discord, just next time enter your name. We cannot credit the creator who created this because they did not say in the write-up or anywhere else on the form. Normally where it would be, we ask what your Discord name is because we assume you're on Discord, but it really, I guess I can edit the form because it's probably the second time I've ran into this where people just say like, I'm not a Discord member. It really is just, what is your name? We just assume you have Discord as a name, as an option. And we want people to be, I don't want people to enter their name, because then Discord members will be like, my name is Chris. And I'm like, no, but you're actually like Billy Bob Thornton on Discord. I need to know what your Discord name is, because if I promote you, I don't know who Chris is. So it's problematic whichever way I do it. I guess I can have another category, say, what's your Discord name? What's your actual name? I don't know. I don't know the proper way of doing this anymore. I'm losing my mind. But this was built on a PS5. There was an issue with the queue, by the way. It was disconnected. There's a giant gap in the queue that I had to connect. The guests were not going on it. So, you forgot to link up the queue. Something to look at there. Anyways, let's check this out. Uh-oh. Not this again. Well, you know what I have to say about that. Not my fault. Oh. Before you ride... The thing is, this happens because I want to give everyone my first impressions, right? I guess if I rode them all first, we would avoid this, but that rarely happens. Generally, if we're lacking setup instructions, it's from the newer builders. I know a lot of the legends that are like, they're very particular. They want to make sure it's ridden right the first time, and they give me big old warning signs when we got some floating trees on the right-hand side. Oh yeah, this one was a little bit of a doozy, and I'm assuming that this person playing on their PS5 built this in a park that had some sort of terrain, and as a result, when they extracted it and saved it as a blueprint, we had these issues with the floating trees over here. The queue was originally missing entirely right here. I think you can even see... No. Anyways, the path is missing there. So, yeah, I mean, this is a pretty strong effort from a PlayStation, but I have to say, I don't want to go easy on the console creators either, because I have seen some very impressive stuff coming out of the console creators. However, we do have a plaza area, we do have a custom boarding station, and meticulously made board for board. We do have a queue, all of that stuff's included. We have terrain work made out of rocks, and I guess if this was pushed in, we would have had like a little wet grotto in there. A little bit of effort with the water and stuff there, so pretty cool. I think it's a strong effort. If I were to rate this one, I'd give it a 2 because there were some issues. The floating rocks, the incomplete queue, we're lacking music. I'm almost certain there's absolutely no nighttime lighting. There you go. A little bit there on the front though, and 1 or 2 on the bridge. So I think it's a strong effort from a console creator. We don't know who they are. And hopefully you come join us on Discord. You can post your builds there. You can get feedback there. You can ask ways to improve there before you submit your next creation. And then we can also get you ranked. So very cool. 5 really strong submissions from various ranked builders. A nice progression of builds here. I think my favorite of the day is going to go over to our volcano coaster Eruption. Really like the aesthetic of this. I love this modern build looking here. The nighttime lighting was by far the best. Super impeccable job on that. Nice clean plaza as well. Everything about it was clean cut and really nice footprint as well. Easy to place in, plug and play. Done, good to go. Tumbleweed Hunter, as well as Frooty, Strawberry, welcome back to the community. Welcome back to Planet Coaster to you guys. And I love to see you back building, and I want to see you guys climb up to that master level rank. So looking forward to seeing that. So 5 amazing tropical creations, guys. We're getting away from the Vikings for a hot minute, and I love to see the diverse range of tropical coasters here today. Not any one of them are alike, other than the fact that these two use the limestone rocks. Everything other than that, they're very much unique builds that stand apart from one another, and very cool at that. What did you guys think of today's coasters? Share codes will be down in the description below if you want to download them, take a look at them, and put them in your own parks. Go check them out, you guys, and thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.